I swear by it. It's the biggest game changer. It will change your life. Try it. And it's so dang affordable. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're talking body care. We are talking kind of my spring, summer body care. This really can be a year-round routine, but this is kind of how I get the skin on my body to look really, really good for spring, summer, especially summer. It's just, you don't want the acne, the hyperpigmentation, the rough bumps on your body. You really just want to feel cute. And this is kind of my body care routine. And then I also have one wellness product that I like to use that really has been game changing for me. So I would love to know down below before we get in this video, what do you like to use for your kind of getting your skin right and tight for spring, summer? I would love to know what you love to use because I love to test out new stuff and I love to hear from you guys. So let me know down below. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this body care for spring, summer video. Body care for beautiful looking skin. Let's get into it, you guys. I'm excited. So first things first, we're going to start in the shower. Now, I feel like shower is really overlooked a lot of the time for helping your skin with whether it's hyperpigmentation, whether it's breakouts or whatever. I feel like a lot of the time people don't think about the body washes they're using or the stuff that they're using in the shower to really, really make a difference in their chest knee, their back knee, and just the overall look of their skin. So we're going to start there. Now, before body wash and any of that, I want to talk about scrubs that I like to use, and not Stay Knife scrubs, nothing like that. So first one that I want to talk about is this one. This is a scrubby mitt, okay? And I know you're like, why do I need that? Let me tell you why. Because it's amazing. So this scrub, I actually have two or three of these. I love backups of this. This is a really, really nice scrub, and it's a really, really intense scrub, but not in a way where I feel like it's ripping your skin off or anything, but it really, really does its job, and it gets rid of any dead skin, anything like that. Any, like if you have KP on your arms or just like bumps on your arms that aren't KP, or, you know, acne on your arms, something like this is really like game changing because first of all, it gets rid of like dead skin that could be clogging pores, but also it just really helps slough off, and I hate that word, but slough off kind of that layer of skin that might just be sitting there, and it could be like just harboring extra hyperpigmentation that will really, if you slough it off, it's not looking as intense. So this is amazing, and I love this. I use this all over my body. Now, back. Okay, I know. It's so hard to scrub your back and get like stuff on it, especially if like you have a small shower and you're, you know, it's hard to get back there. So okay, don't laugh at me, actually laugh at me. So I use this. So this is this long kind of towel-y like scrub, and it has two sides. So this one is a soft side and this one's a more scrubby side, and this is really easy to use. You use it like this, you can use it like this, you can use it like this, and get all over your back. You guys, I'm telling you, this is going to change your life. And I know you're like, I'm not using that. Use it, trust me, it's so, so good. And the scrub is incredible, especially if you have back knee or you have just hyperpigmentation or anything on your back that you're like, oh my gosh, it like won't go away. Trust me, this is game changing, and it's really hard to wash your back in the shower unless you have like one of those sticks. But I have found that just for travel purposes and life, having something like this that you can easily just like roll up and throw in a bag or whatever is amazing. Even if you prefer a stick, sometimes the sticks I find either the bristles are too soft or they're way too intense. And you're like, why are you hurting me? This is game changing, I promise. It's so good and it's so affordable. Now let's get into body washes. So for me personally, I like to use one body wash. I noticed the biggest difference with it, but there's so many great body washes for acne. You can even go with something more intense like a Panoxyl or something like that. And those types of products tend to be a little bit more bleachy. And by bleachy, I mean they like bleach your towels and stuff like that, but they work really, really well. I personally like to use this body wash. I love tea tree oil, and I know a lot of people don't like tea tree oil, it doesn't work for them, or they don't like the smell and all of that. I completely get that. But for me, for my face and for my body, when I'm having really, really bad breakouts, something like a tea tree oil works so well. So I love this body wash. I actually get this one on Amazon, but like the Body Shop has a really good tea tree oil body wash. Any tea tree oil body wash that you can find, grab it. So good. So this one it's an all over body wash, and it helps with like, this also really helps with my eczema, weirdly. It's just overall really good. And if you are a very smelly person, this is great because it really controls like the bacteria, and the bacteria that kind of creates more odor. This is really, really good. So I love this, and I have repurchased this so many times at this point. This is really what I like to, I like put it on my chest, put it on my back, get this, and just, you know, really get in there and really wash and scrub my back. And it really has made the biggest difference. These two products for my body acne specifically has made the biggest difference in how much I'm getting, but also the ones that I am getting because of hormones or whatever are really, really controlled well, so they aren't there too long, and the hyperpigmentation isn't as intense as it could be. So I really enjoy this body wash. So any tea tree oil body wash works really well for me. However, there's so many great ones out there. Don't feel like you have to use something that is tea tree oil. It's just an ingredient that works well for my skin. Next product for the shower is one that if you have KP on your arms, your legs, your butt, whatever, you have bumps. Okay, it doesn't have to just be for KP, or at least I haven't just used it for KP, is something that I thought for sure I was gonna dislike. This is my second bottle of this, so obviously I don't dislike it. This is from First Aid Beauty, and this is their bump eraser. So this has AHA in it. I don't know how much percent does it say in the bottle. 10% AHA. This is so freaking good. If you have KP, bumps on your arm, acne, just this to me has been so, so good. Again, this is my second bottle. They sent me my first one. This one is so good. I love this. So what is great about this is it has the right amount of scrub, but also it really like the AHA does its thing. At least that's what I think it does. It does its thing. So what I like to do is I like to scrub my body. Let it sit for a minute. Just let it sit for a minute. Don't have to let it sit too long. Then I like to rinse it off, and I honestly feel like for the little bit of KP that I do have, and also just like additional bumps on my arms and legs and everywhere, it really has been a game changer for me. So like this is one that if you really, really struggle with KP and like marks on your body and stuff like that, this is really, really good. I've noticed a really big difference since I started using this. And again, I thought it was a gimmick just because I was like, KP eraser. Yeah, okay. And then I used it and I was like, oh, never mind. And then immediately repurchased it because I didn't want to run out of this because it's so good. And again, they sent me my first bottle, but this is really, really, really good. I enjoy this a lot. And I feel like a lot of people will enjoy something like this. I don't know if they have a mini one, if you just want to do like a trial, like a small one and try it out. But this, in my opinion, is really, really worth it. And again, I like to let it sit for a second. Let it marinate. Just hang in the shower. Sing your tunes. Put a hair mask in, whatever, and then rinse it off. And it really has been really good. And I saw results pretty quickly with this, especially because I used it every single time I showered. You don't have to use it every time you showered, but when I first started using it, I was using it every single time I showered, and it really did make the biggest difference in my skin. We're gonna move on to body retinols. Now, I swear by a body retinol. There's so many good brands that have body retinols out there. These ones that I have here are my favorites. However, there's great brands out there that you can try. Paula's Choice has one that is really nice. There's so many options out there, but these are really good. So first things first, body retinol. This body retinol changed my life. I've been using it for about 2 years now. It's been 2 years. I think it's been 2 years now. It doesn't matter. I've been using it for a really long time. I've repurchased this product 1,700,000 million times. And I can't stop and I won't stop. It is so good. This is actually a new bottle. I love this so much. So this is from Burst. This is their body retinol, and it really makes such a big difference. The first time I used this, I put it on my back. I was really, really, really struggling with my body hyperpigmentation on my back. And anyone that gets hyperpigmentation on their back, especially if it's super dark, 4 years later, it's somehow still there. It like, I don't know what it is about your back. It just grips on to stuff and it like won't let go, and it's so rude. And this, I noticed a difference the next day. I'm not saying every single time you use it, it's going to be like life-changing, whatever. But for me, the first time I used it, it really, really did make a difference. And my hyperpigmentation, I'm going to maybe try and find a picture of it because I know I took pictures. I just don't know where they are. But my hyperpigmentation was so severe and so bad, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't want anyone to see my back, which is like the worst, because you're just like embarrassed. You're like, geez, go away. This is incredible. I love this. So then the next one is one that's newer to me, but I love. This is from the brand Iota, which their body serum is so good. I love their body serum, but this is their super matcha, or is that what it's called? Yeah, super matcha, and this is their kind of like retinol alternative. This also makes such a big difference. I also love to use this one on my arms. I also like the first one on my arms, but this one is a little bit more liquidy. So I love to kind of use it all over my body a little bit more than the first one. The first one I really like for my chest and my back. I mean, I've also used it on my arms and it's great, but I prefer the Iota one for on my arms and stuff. It is so freaking good. And I really, really, especially on my chest with this one specifically, I noticed such a big difference in my hyperpigmentation on my chest when I used this one. I don't know why it made more of a difference than other things I've used, but this is incredible. Then outside of body retinol, we got to talk about body exfoliator. And I know you're like, girl, have we not talked about body exfoliation enough? And the answer is no, especially if you have hyperpigmentation, bumps on your body, and also just like acne in general. No, we haven't. Let me put you on something. So I love a body exfoliator, like a lotion, and I use it on the days that I'm not using the retinol. So I usually use the exfoliator like 1 to 2 times a week, depending on kind of how I'm feeling, and then the retinol the other days of the week. And I love kind of that combination. So there are a lot of great body exfoliators out there. There's Paula's Choice. I've used that one before. That one's great. There are a ton of ones out there that are great. Just grab one that you feel like will work for you, that you like, all of that. But it really does make the biggest difference. I swear it really is game changing. So the one I'm talking about today is from In Beauty Project. This one is so nice, and the way that it feels is so luxurious and expensive. It's amazing. They actually sent me this one, and I have a backup of this because nope, I'm not running out. I'm not running out. And I like to have backups of like the body stuff in like travel, so that if I accidentally leave it somewhere while traveling, I don't burst into tears and I have to wait like 2 weeks to get it back in stock. This is so nice. So what I love about this is it has this really silky feeling that I said before, that it feels really luxurious, but it doesn't leave like how sometimes really luxurious feeling lotions at times, not always, have like a little bit of an oiliness to them. This does not. This has a very nice gel feeling texture, and it's very spready. Oh, I just knocked everything over on my thing. Pause for a second. Anyways, it has a really similar feeling to the Iota body wash, where it just spreads beautifully, and I love a body lotion that spreads. I don't like a body lotion that I have to like put elbow grease in to like melt it into my skin. This is great. I have noticed a really big difference, especially on the backs of my arms, but especially also on my chest, where I feel like, I don't know what was going on in winter, but I felt like my chest was having like little bumpies weirdly, and I had never experienced that before. And I started using this, and then I noticed that it was clearing up, which was really nice. And now I'm footloose and I'm fancy free without little bumpies all over my chest. This is really, really nice. I love to use this. Next product I want to talk about is the one that I swear by the most and has made the biggest difference in my skin since I was a kid. I swear by it. It's the biggest game changer. It will change your life. try it, and it's so dang affordable. Okay. I hyped it up a lot, so now it better land the way I'm hoping. This is one that truly is life-changing for me. It's vitamin E oil, and now I know you're like, girl, what? So this is vitamin E oil. I get the one that I think is the best one. This is disgusting. I know. I have like 6 bottles of this in my house, and it always is a mess because I like to apply it to my face, my chest, everywhere. This is amazing. So this one specifically is from Walgreens. I prefer the Walgreens one. The Rite Aid one is just as good. The CVS one is not as good. You have to get the ones that are like Walgreens, CVS. Can you hear that? I hope you can't hear that. From CVS, Walgreens, whatever. You got to get those ones. And they have to have kind of this consistency, not the vitamin E oil that is like so thick. No. This one works really, really well. This is the one that I've noticed made the biggest difference. Now, this is something my dad put me on 1,000 years ago, and it truly has made the biggest difference in my skin. And he swears by it, and I also swear by it. It makes the biggest difference. I put it on my chest, my face, everywhere. And I'm always happy, and I'm always just thrilled. And I have an oily T-zone. It doesn't matter. I use it, and my skin loves it. My skin all over loves it, and it makes the biggest difference with scars. Specifically with scars, it makes the biggest difference, but it truly is one of the most incredible things ever. And it's so simple, so easy to buy, so accessible, and so affordable. And lastly, we have my wellness product that I want to mention. And I know we don't talk about wellness a lot on this channel, but I would be remiss not to mention this, and I feel like I would be doing a disservice, so we're going to talk about it. And this is a product that really has made such a big difference. Moringa powder. Now, this is a big bag. You don't have to get a bag this big. I just, use it a lot. But I love to use this. I like to take a little bit of this and put it in my tea and just mix it good, mix it good. You don't want to be swallowing huge chunks of powder because you didn't do a good mix. So mix it really well into your tea or whatever you want to put it in. It doesn't have a really strong taste. At least to me, it doesn't. And if you don't want to use the powder, you can buy just capsules of it. I have capsules of it as well, especially for like travel and stuff like that. But this is so, so, so good. And it helps with inflammation. And that's what makes it so incredible. It helps so much with internal inflammation, which in turn sometimes can affect kind of the external on your body. It is really nice and really game changing. And again, I like to put it in my tea. If you put it in smoothies or whatever you want, do that. It is really nice. Again, just make sure you mix it really well, because the first time I did that or drank it, I did not mix it well, and I was like choking back chunks of powder, and no one wants that. But this is really nice. Again, really helps with inflammation. You can grab it wherever. There's no like specific brand. I just grab one that I see that I feel like I like how the packaging looks, honestly, because that's just what I do. But you can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Whole Foods and other places. I've seen it. So there's a lot of places you can get it, but this is really nice. Again, you don't have to get this big of a bag because, again, you use such a little amount. I use about a teaspoon, and I put it in my tea, but I like to have like a big bag because I do use it a lot, but you don't have to use a big bag. And also, if you don't want to put it in your tea and stuff because that's kind of annoying at times, then just do the capsules, because the capsules work just as well, at least in my opinion. And for travel, I like to take it, so I like to take the capsules with me and just have a little pill bag and then take it with my lactose pill, which I need to take too. So this is great though. I really, really enjoy this. And I did notice, like when I first used this for the first time, I noticed a really big difference in about a couple of days. I was noticing like a really big change in my skin. This is great for like when I'm noticing random breakouts that aren't like my time of the month where it's like expected, or I have like all of a sudden like random bumpies and I don't really know what's going on. Moringa powder has been just life-changing for that, and I feel like a lot of people will enjoy this. And again, it does have a little bit of a taste. It's not anything that to me bothers me. It's not too earthy tasting or anything, but again, if that feels like something you don't want to do, and just take the capsules. But I really enjoy using this, and I feel like it really does make a difference. And again, it's just a teaspoon. I put it in my tea. You can also put it in smoothies or green juices if you want, and kind of mix it in there, because I feel like if you did put it in green juices, actually I've done this, so not I feel like, I've put it in a green juice before, and it kind of just melded with it because it kind of had that same kind of taste. It did change the taste like ever so slightly, but I prefer to mix it in stuff that is warm because I feel like it melts a little bit better. But if I put it in something that is cold, I just, you know, those like things that you can use with matcha, do it in something like that, and it works really well. And yeah, that's it for my body care routine for spring and summer, my body care routine for beautiful looking skin. I would love to know down below, what products do you like to use? Let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for new stuff. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.